Hey guys, welcome to my first pickup video for games. This is for September of 2018. I got some really good stuff at yard sales. Not a lot, but some really good stuff. Picked up some stuff at some stores, just did some trades to get things kind of cheap. And also a really cool eBay auction that ended up working well in my favor. So let's jump right into it. I'll start off with the things I got at yard sales. This month I'm kind of only showing the better stuff. I'm not going to really show all the sports titles and stuff I picked up. I am going for a complete PS1 collection, so I'll basically buy any sports game I find. I'm not going to show all those, but show some of the more interesting titles in that. So first time I got a yard sale was a copy of Pokemon Gold for the Game Boy Color, I guess. I'm not a huge fan of Pokemon in general, so this one's definitely for I got the trade. I got it for $1. Can't go wrong with that. I actually picked it up in a bundle with a Game Boy Color, 2 copies of Pokemon. I got Pokemon Gold here, as well as Fire Red, which I already sold, and a Game Boy camera, so that's kind of cool. Next time I got was Medieval for the PS1. Unfortunately, I already have this one, but it's still really cool finds. I can certainly trade it for something else. Either trade it to somebody or try it and just sell it for some cash. But for games like this is kind of a game that I think will do well in a trade. It's kind of one of those unique PS1 games that everyone kind of, the collector PS1 kind of wants if they don't already have it. And it is getting close to October, so maybe someone will want it for, the spoops. I think in Medieval I got for $1 as well. Next game I got was Legend of Dragoon. This one wasn't as much of a yard sale as it was a used pawn shop. I got it for a really good deal. I already have this game as well, but I got it to trade. I think I ended up paying about $13 for it. It is black label. It's complete in really nice condition. This is a game that kind of goes up and down. It's 13 is like a pretty decent deal. I think it'll do well in a trade. I don't know if I'd really make a lot if I sold it on eBay, but I'm not really into selling on eBay anyways. I've kind of gotten scammed by buyers too many times, so I'm more into trading or selling in person. So next game I got was Breath of Fire 3. This one ended up working out well. I got the disc for like $10, maybe even less. I think it might have been $8. I already had the case by itself with the manual and that. I just had an empty case and manual, so I ended up getting just the disc only for about between $8 and $10, so I can complete it. And I got the box and manual for I think $1 or $2 at a store that was just kind of getting rid of these. So that was a box of manuals and stuff, just a couple bucks each or making an offer. So I think I ended up paying $1 or $2 because it had the case and the manual in it, but still really cool. Was able to piece that together to be able to trade that for some. Next one I got was also another piece together game, Sonic Adventure 2 Battle for the GameCube. This one's black label. I got 2 empty boxes at a yard sale. One was black label with the manual, but no game, and the other one was just a greatest hits or player's choice for considering it's GameCube. Player's choice box with no manual. That ended up being free. The guy was like, "Oh, they don't have any games in them. You can just have them." So that was pretty cool. I ended up getting the discs. They actually had a sale on had GameStop. If you bought online, they had some retro games on sale. So I think the game ended up being $5 before my discount. I do have a membership there, so I think I got it for about $3.80 or something like that, plus shipping. I bought a bunch of stuff, so shipped together, spread out, it wasn't too bad for shipping. So I was able to I bought 2 copies actually. I completed both of them, and I have the game in the box for the greatest, for the Player's Choice one. I'm just gonna trade that one or something like that, and I also have a complete copy for myself. And I had actually just gotten a good deal online for a copy of this game, so I ended up trading that to my brother because he wanted it as well. So didn't really make any money on that one or anything, but Next one I got was Simpsons Hit and Run. Similar situation. I got the box and manual for free, and the disc I got on GameStop for I don't even remember how much that one was. I think it was like $12. So I didn't have this one, so that one was for my collection. Next one is Luigi's Mansion, Player's Choice version. I already have this game Black Label, so I didn't need it. But I got the manual and box for free. Just bought the disc, so now I can sell it as a unit. And last one, this one was complete. I can't remember exactly where I got it. I know I paid only $5 for it, but I don't remember where I bought it from. I don't remember if it was a yard sale or a pawn shop. I just remember seeing it for $5, and I was like, yes, I will take it. It is complete. There is a bit of damage on the front. If I twist it, you can probably see there's some scratching right here on the front. It kind of stuck to the inside of the case, but you know, still not bad for $5, I guess. So that was the yard sale / pawn shop piece together with GameStop Online, whatever. Next is so I did an eBay purchase from someone online. I bought two things from them, hoping to just combine shipping. The shipping didn't really get combined, but that's okay because of the price I got and what I ended up getting. So they were having on eBay a 15% off deal where you could get 50% off any item. So I decided to pick up a PS1 game that I'd kind of been looking for a while, but I had never really found a good deal on. Someone actually had it online on eBay for an okay price, and after the 15%, I was like, okay, yeah, I'll pick that up. And that is R-Type Delta. This is, and I have been playing this recently. This is probably my favorite shmup on the PS1 so far. I have quite a few of the other ones, but this one is actually really good. I really enjoyed this game. It's pretty difficult. I'm not the best at shmups, but I am really enjoying this one. And so from the same seller, I also bought Ray Crisis, another shmup for the PS1. So that one I didn't get the deal because you can only get it off one item, but he had it for a reasonable price as well, and it was in really good condition. And so I said, oh yeah, I'll buy that as well. Sure, I'll splurge a bit. What ended up happening was when I received it in the mail, he had sent me the wrong game. Actually, instead of Ray Crisis, he sent me a copy of Raystorm, which I already have. Otherwise, I mean, it was still a really good deal. I would have just been like, you know, whatever, that's fine if you just want to send me that. I didn't really care, but I already have the game, so I let him know. I was like, hey, you sent me the wrong game, and he told me I could keep it. So I ended up getting all three of these at the same time. I don't feel right just like selling it or trading for full value to somebody because I got it for free. So I'm probably just going to see if I can trade it to like one of my friends for a decent deal or something like that. So I'm still really happy with that deal. Obviously, it's not something you can plan. It's just something that happens every once in a while. But it was really cool that he let me have that for free because it's not a $5 game or anything like that. It is a bit up there. So that was really nice of him. So next I just got a few. So I have been buying a bunch of Xbox 360 and PS3 games at GameStop because, well, up until a week or two ago they were pretty cheap, and they had a discount where if you buy 3 games that were under $15 used, you got one of them for free, I think, or something like that. So I got some mid-tier games, some like $8-10 games for an okay price. I'm not going to show all the $2 or $3 games that I've been buying. I'm just going to kind of hoping that they'll eventually go up in price, but I will show some of the cool ones I got. Star Ocean, The Last Hope. This game has a PS3 port as well as I believe it's also on. Actually, I'm not going to say that because I'm not positive, so I'll just leave it at that. It also has a PS3 version. I don't know if I'll ever really play this. I do remember trying this out a long time ago, back when it was more current, and I did not really like it. But, you know, hopefully it might eventually go up in price or something, and I can trade it to somebody. It does have 3 discs in it, so it's one of those 3-disc games, so it's kind of cool. Next, I got Deadly Premonition for the 360. I really enjoy the vibe of this game. I played it on PS3, not Xbox, but I saw this at a store for a decent price at GameStop, used, and I have the discount, of course, so I was going to pick it up, and he's like, oh, I can't find the disc for it. So I was like, oh, well, can I just have the case and manual for free if you can't find the game anyways? He's like, oh, yeah, sure. So then I just went on their website and just ordered one in the same online bundle as I got Sonic Adventure for the GameCube to get a complete copy. It's kind of, right now, I mean, I looked at it recently, it's going for like, I don't know, $20, $25, but it could just be that people have bought the cheaper copies because it's getting close to October and feel like they're some scary games for October, so you never know. I don't think it's worth a whole lot right now, but I really enjoyed this game, so. Next I got a sealed copy of Infinite Undiscovery. I really love this game. This is one of my favorite RPGs on the 360. Not that there was a whole lot to choose from, but I did really enjoy this one. The story's not the best, it's just kind of mediocre, but it was a really beautiful game to look at back when it came out, and I really enjoyed the battle system, which is really important for an RPG, so yeah, I did put quite a few hours in this. I think I put into like 100 hours into it back when I had that sort of time. So it does have the Xbox seal on it, and it does have the plastic shrink wrap on it. The only unfortunate thing is on the side there is a little bit of fading here where it says Xbox. It's not that bad, but so it's pretty cool. That's another multi-disc game as well. I forget how many discs it is. It's at least 2. Next I got Fragile Dreams for the Wii. I've been looking for this game for a while. I had it at one point, but I had sold it. I had sold it to make some profit, but now I was kind of sad that I had sold it, so I didn't get a really good deal on this one. It was just one of those games I really wanted to play. So I played Coast to actual price, paid like $30 for it, so it's in really good condition though, I guess, so I'll make sure not to sell it again. Next I'm just going to go through kind of a few GameCube games. I got Donkey Kong Jungle Beat. I probably wouldn't have picked this up, but my brother said he was looking for it, so I found an okay deal and it wasn't that great. But if he doesn't want it, that's fine. I'm sure I can trade it to somebody or sell it. Next I got Chibi Robo, which is, at least somewhat recently, gone down in price. I had sold this game maybe like a year ago for like $70, and now you can find copies for like $35 or so online, so it's kind of in a lull, so I decided to pick it back up again. I really enjoyed this game. I felt bad selling it before, but can't pass up when it's probably at the peak of its value. Next is one of my favorite GameCube games that's it's probably considered a filler garbage title, but Wallace and Gromit and Project Zoo. We had this game as a kid, so I definitely have some nostalgia blindness for it, but I do really like this game. The first level is superb. There are some areas that are so dark in the game that you can't really see what's going on, so it does have some visual hiccup there, but it is still fun even when even when you're getting hit and stuff. The game's pretty lenient, so you don't have to worry too much about dying. It's not that big a deal. You just go back like a minute or so. So, but yeah, it's just the characters look really close to what they looked like back on the TV show, or I guess technically they were movies, but they were kind of short back in the day. So yeah, I really enjoyed that one. I think that one was $8. Happily pay that. Next one I got was Resident Evil 0. The case is a little bit beat up on this one. There's some holes in the plastic on the front, but the insert itself and the manual and that are in okay condition. It's going to be a little bit hard to replace the case because it's one of the 2-disc GameCube cases, so basically just only a few GameCube games are like that. think Phantasy Star was like that, Resident Evil, Mario Kart, the Double Dash if you got the one with the bonus disc, stuff like that. So yeah, eventually I'll replace the case. And that one was like $7. Last for GameCube games, I got Worms 3D, which is a game I've always kind of been interested in. I do like the Worms games, at least the ones I've played. So I've always kind of been interested in this one. It's always just kind of been a little bit more out of my range for a curiosity that I don't know if I'll really like it or not. Recently, a game that plays a little bit similar to this called Gunbound. This game that me and my brother used to love back on the PC when we were kids. It was a visually impressive game for being like a kind of like a Flash game type. I think it was Flash, maybe it was Java based or whatever, but it wasn't a great produced game, but it played a lot like this game and it was a lot of fun. That recently came out on phones, so me and my brother have been playing that. It's a lot of fun. So this might not be as fun as that, but and that one was, I think, $9.99. So next, got a couple long box PS1 games. So like I said at the beginning of the video, I am going for, at least I think I said at the beginning of the video, I am going for a complete PS1 collection. So I am buying anything I don't have that's a good deal. This game I was surprised that it was so cheap. Is Battle Arena Toshinden. This is the long box version. I think there's also a jewel case version. It does look kind of like a little bent in on the side, but that's okay. I got this for $8, I believe, and just kind of cool. You know, a lot of the long box games that I've seen in person have been like sports games or kind of garbagey titles. It doesn't mean that they're all like that. It's just the ones you tend to find are the less good ones. So I already know that I like this game, so it's cool to get that in the long box version for pretty cheap. The old long box game I got, which I'm pretty excited about, is Wipeout. Not a crazy expensive game, but man, do I like that front cover a lot. One of the better cover arts in general for PS1 games. I really like the Wipeout and the Wipeout 3 front cases. Super good. I know my brother really loves the cover as well. So pretty fun game. I do prefer playing the third one. But I was excited to get this one in long box form. I don't know if there's multiple versions of this, but this one's just the one that has like the smooth on the front, even though it looks like it has ridges, it's just the smooth version. It is complete. It does have the manual in it. I got it for $12. It sells online for like $17 or something like that, maybe. So I didn't get a crazy good deal on it, but just finding something in person. I haven't seen this game in person before, so. Even though it could be a common title, it's not really common around here, so I'll pick that up. So next game I got, which I've been looking for a little bit. I used to have this on N64, but for some reason my copy never worked, and that is Hexen. Yeah, it was N64, I think. And that is Hexen, so I was always interested in this game, but I couldn't play my copy on N64 a couple years ago, so I was kind of keeping an eye out for it on PS1. And I finally found it in person for a good deal. I think it was $5. So couldn't pass that for $5. So the next one I just got in the mail today. This one was an accidental purchase. I meant to, just click buy it now, and then you're not really obligated to buy it yet. You kind of have to choose which payment card you want. You can check the coupon, but for some reason this one, when I hit the button, I didn't read it correctly, and I accidentally just committed to buy instead of just saying, proceed to check out. So then I had to buy it, and then the coupon did not work because I guess I had already used it, and I just didn't remember. So I ended up paying full price for it. Kind of sucks. I'm not going to return it, even though the guy had returns on there, because I'd feel bad doing that. It wasn't his fault, and I don't want to make him pay for shipping twice and then have to still sell it. But that is Clock Tower for the PS1. It wasn't that great of a price. I think I paid like $90. So I was kind of hoping to get this game for for 60 or under. And I didn't want to do math. I was just going to see if the coupon would bring anywhere close to that. Obviously, it wouldn't have, but now I have it, I guess. Next game I got, I heard about just recently from a video online, and I said, oh, that actually looks like a lot of fun, and it was really cheap, so I decided to buy it, and that's Rollaway. Sure, I didn't have it. It looks like a lot of fun, so that was worth $7 to me. Next game is a game I see all the time, but it's always missing the manual every single time. I always go look at it, I'm like, oh, it's missing the manual. And that is Chronicles of the Sword. Thankfully, this one does have the manual. Forgot where I picked it up, but I don't think I would have picked it up for more than $6. It's a really cheap game. I have not tried it yet. I don't intend to try it anytime relatively soon. I got some other stuff to try first, but yeah, I don't know. It looks kind of rough. Sorry if you like that game. Just need it for the collection, but I wasn't really excited about it. Next is Lego Racers. Yeah, nothing too special about this one. The reason I'm mentioning it is because it wasn't exactly a $2 game. I think I paid $6 for it, and it goes for a little bit more than that, so thought I'd mention it. Next is a game that has had many forms, and I don't know which one is the best on the PS1. There are multiple versions of this, and that is Bust-A-Move 99. I know there's also like Bust-A-Move 4 and Bust-A-Move Collection or something. I don't know, I saw this one, it was cheaper than the other two, and I really felt like playing some Bust-A-Move. So I bought it, and then that night I played it for like 2 hours, so definitely did not regret that purchase. I believe it was $10. Alright, second to last game. This is another one that's been up in the medium price range for a while, and I recently saw it on line for a cheaper price. And this is one I really wanted to play with my brother. Haven't had a chance to yet, but that is Mega Man Legends. You see the greatest hits version of this quite commonly online, but the Black Label version is always more money, at least when I'm looking at online. I got this for $20, which I feel like is a really good price for it. I was kind of eyeballing it when it was $45 and be like, I don't want to pay that. So waiting paid off for that one. And the last game, which I was very excited to find, I thought this was going to be one of the last few games in my collection. It's not a really expensive game. When you do see it, it doesn't go for a ton of money because people don't usually know much about it. They think, oh, it's just a cheapo game. The greatest hits version goes for like $8, $10. But the Black Label version in this format it's really hard to find. I've never seen a complete one anywhere. I've seen people selling like just the manual or just the back or the disc only. But that is Rayman for the PS1 in the jewel case variant. So originally this game came out in the big box formats, and then later got ported apparently very briefly in Black Label in this jewel case variant, and then pretty quickly they went to the greatest hits version, and so it's really hard to find this one. I am only really collecting Black Label right now, and while I'm not really going for all the variants, if possible I'd prefer to have the jewel case over the big box just because they take up less room, and I think they look nicer. I was pretty blown away at the price I got for it. I paid $15 for it. I bought it at a place that usually has kind of high prices, but the good thing is that they don't delineate or separate greatest hits from Black Labels and that. So they had a stack of the green label ones for $15, and they just got that one in like that day and just put in there for the same price. So I was very happy to pick that up. I have no idea what it's worth because I don't really see too many other copies online ever. But regardless, I'm very satisfied to pay $15 for it. And so that's it for the games I picked up this month. Like I said earlier, I picked up some cheapo games like sports games and that. I'm not going to bother showing those. Use your imagination. I usually pay between 50 cents max $1 for sports games on the PS1. Usually you can get them in lots that make them really cheap, or stores will sell them to you at a very reasonable price because they don't turn over fast in their store and they take up shelf space. So, and yeah, that's it for this video. So thanks for watching if you got this far, and have a great day.